Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the Shifts and Pucks News Pack for Friday, February 11th. Happy Friday to you. Hope you are doing well. Follow us on Twitter at Shifts and Pucks. Follow us Facebook.com Shifts and Pucks, YouTube.com Shifts and Pucks, also as Twitch as well, Shifts and Pucks. Subscribe to wherever you get your audio. As we go through the news for the day, we of course have our reminder before we begin. We have our contest with the Pig and Duke, an opportunity to go to the Vancouver Canucks Calgary Flames game at the Scotiabank Saddledome on the 23rd of April and hang out with Sean, Devin, and Chris. Go to the Pig and Duke, grab some food, limo, and then tickets to the game. Watch for our word of the week, which is in a Monday or Wednesday's podcast, as well as retweeting all of our pod clips. Gives you an opportunity to enter for that as well. We also on Wednesday, of course, we talked to Peter Labardius from the Calgary Flames. Talked about the Flames. Had a chat Monday. We talked Canucks, and then we do our news packs Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And we'll start with the games going on in the NHL tonight. There are 4 games in the NHL tonight. We have the Winnipeg Jets taking on the Dallas Stars. The Jets, we've been talking a little bit about this, have been in a little bit of a free fall here as are coming off a win in their last game, so that's good. But they are behind in the playoffs. They're outside that playoff button bubble right now. They are actually 3 points behind the Vancouver Canucks, but with 5 games in hand, they are currently in the 10 points out of a playoff spot with also 5 games in hand. The Anaheim Ducks, as some things have switched around because of the way the Flames are playing. Dallas is also out of the playoffs. They're 5 points behind that second wild card spot, which is the Anaheim Ducks uh, as well. So, but they have 4 games in hand as well. There, we've got the New York Islanders taking on Jay Woodcroft and the Edmonton Oilers. This Woodcroft, of course, replacing Dave Tippett, who was let go by the Oilers yesterday. The Islanders scoring 5 quick goals in the first period against the Vancouver Canucks. Coming into this game, the Oilers currently in standings are 6 points out of that wild card spot with 4 games in hand. Mike Smith is expected to get the starting goal. McDavid, Draisaitl, and Nugent Hopkins are expected to center all 3 lines as well. So this will be Jay Woodcroft's debut. And of course, the Islanders, they are currently sitting at 40 points, 15 points out of a wild card spot, 5 games in hand. We also have the Tampa Bay Lightning, who came off a loss to Colorado last night in a very interesting game, taking on the Arizona Coyotes. Uh, Tampa Bay, of course, losing to Colorado yesterday. Arizona, the worst record in the Western Conference. And finally, the Seattle Kraken are in action against the Anaheim Ducks, who are holding out that second wild card spot. Those are the 4 games in the National Hockey League today. Brad Marchand, I got a 6-game suspension, of course, for his incident with Tristan Jarry. He is going to appeal that suspension. And uh, so uh, he said it's a situation that arose and I reacted very poorly. It really doesn't matter what started it in that situation. Obviously, you have to be much better at controlling my emotions, not reacting that way. Yes, it was stupid. Of course, it was stupid. I'm not denying it. I absolutely should not have done it. By the way, it is the 8th time that Brad Marchand has been suspended. The 2nd time this season. He slew-footed Oliver Ekman-Larsson on November 29th. He got suspended 3 games for that. He passed Chris Pronger to be the most suspended player in NHL history. So Brad Marchand dealing with that. Sean Couturier is out for the season. Chuck Fletcher announced that today after the for back surgery. Couturier 17 points in 29 games. He hasn't played since December 18th. He has 6 goals, 11 assists. So Couturier is expected to need 3 months to recover and should be ready to start for next season. But they are he has an 8-year, $62 million contract. They are 3-11-3 without him. He was, of course, expected to be a number 1 center this season. Some other notes around the NHL here. We'll touch on the Canucks here for certain. Evgeny Malkin's back at practice for the Penguins. Of course, with the Oilers, we'll be without Duncan Keith and for 4 weeks, and Zach Kassian for 4 to 8 weeks. Patrice Bergeron remains out for the Bruins as well. Day to day, will not play against the Senators tomorrow, and those are that. The Canucks had some line practice today that I did want to bring up here. So, by the way, Travis Hamonic will be a game time decision tomorrow. As well, the lines Horvat, Miller, and Besser, Pedersen, Podkolzin, and Hoglander, Dickinson with Pearson and Garland, Lamico with Mott and Chason, OEL and Myers, and rotating. The other defensemen have been rotating. So that is what the Vancouver Canucks will be up to in terms of their lines. They play the Toronto Maple Leafs tomorrow. And the Flames, of course, who have won 5 in a row, are now sitting in second place at the Pacific Division. Have they will be in action tomorrow against the New York Islanders. TSN has released their NHL trade bait list today. The names on that list include Jacob Chychrun from the Arizona Coyotes, Ben Sherratt of the Montreal Canadiens, Marc-Andre Fleury from the Chicago Blackhawks, Claude Giroux from the Philadelphia Flyers, and John Klingberg from the Dallas Stars, Thomas Hertl from the San Jose Sharks, Mark Giordano from the Kraken, Max Domi, as well as JT Miller, and then Arizona's cap space as the top 10 that they have on that trade list. To go to the Winter Olympics, the Team Canada played their quarterfinal game this morning in Beijing. They defeat the Swedes 11-0. 4 goals in the first, 5 in the second, 2 in the third. They outshot the Swedes 56-11, 4 for 7 on the power play. They got goals. They got a hat trick from Sarah Fillier, who certainly seems to be arriving. Of course, Sarah Nurse had 4 points. Marie-Philippe Poulin also had 4 assists. And Emeris Maschmeyer got the shutout with 11 saves. So Canada moving on to the next round. In terms of the other women games going on in terms of quarterfinals, the U.S. beat the Czechs 4-1. That was tied at 1 after 2 periods, and then the U.S. scored 3. Sweden against the Russian Olympic Committee tonight, and then Japan playing Finland. As far as the men's game, Sweden beat Finland 4-1 as they have won their first 2 games of the tournament. Sweden beat Slovakia 4-1. Sweden comes up there. Finland beat Latvia 1-0. Tonight, Canada and US 8:10 Pacific, 9:10 Mountain. China plays Germany in the morning, as well as the Czechs and the Russian Olympic Committee. Denmark, Switzerland tomorrow as well, and Latvia versus Slovakia. And in terms of the WHL, things going on, lots of games tonight. We'll touch on the Spokane Chiefs. I did want to get into that. They have made a change in terms of head coach. They fired their head coach, Adam Magligo. Ryan Smith will step in as the interim head coach for the rest of the season. And Dustin Donaghy will move into a full-time role. The Chiefs are 12-26-3 this season. They host the very hot Portland Winterbox this weekend in a back-to-back February 11th and 12th. So that is the news for the week. Of course, follow us again on Twitter, all this individually, Sean Beardy Canuck 03, Tyler TNOBLE, Chris is Schneid's SCHNEIDZ, Devin Gordhow 09, I am KEBOLE, Shifts and Pucks on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, and subscribe wherever you get your audio. And we will not be back Monday because it is Valentine's Day. So the couples will be celebrating that. We'll be back Tuesday with our Vancouver Canucks episode a heavy episode there. So join us for that. Thanks, everyone. We will talk to you all very soon. Bye for now.